Hello to friends and welcome to my channel. So this video will be probably one of the opening videos of a new series of knives that I currently working on. So this will be the first one in which I try to have a series on videos about the legendary CQC7 from Emerson, and how better to start than with the collaboration with Mr. Ernest Emerson and Benchmade knives, in which everything with the model started. So stay tuned if you like these kind of videos. I will try to get some of these knives that are maybe similar, maybe replicas, maybe directly inspired by the legendary CQC7, but the first place is of course the Benchmade 970, the Spec model CQC7. So let me give you the quick introduction into the story behind this knife right here. So back in 1994, Benchmade did contact Mr. Emerson, and they wanted to collaborate with him to bring to the consumer market wide audience, not only for custom knife customers, custom knife customers, but they wanted him to collaborate on the model which was the CQC-6. For those of you who know, CQC-6 is still to this day a pure custom design. There is no his production version of it, and therefore he declined. But he submitted another design, which was the CQC7, right here. So this design was submitted to the Benchmade. They did work on it and produced from 1994 to 1998 a wide variety of iterations of this knife, mainly different color, so blade finishes and blade profiles, in which I mean plain or serrated. So let me give you the specification of this one. So the model number is 970SBT. Back in those days, I don't know what was the price. The last time I could find these from a dealer was for 245 US dollars. But that can be, since this is a 25 to 29-year-old knife, yeah, a little bit problematic to track down the exact price. If you know it, then please let me know. I will edit it in the description down below. But the specifications are: we have a 20.1 centimeter long or 8 inches overall length of the knife. The blade is 8.3 centimeters or 3.3 inches. The blade width is 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch. Thickness is 3 millimeters or 0.1 inch. Handles are 12 centimeters or 4.6 inches. And the handle thickness is 1.2 centimeters or 0.5 inches. Another interesting thing is the blade used on this one. As you can see right there, because of the quality of the knife, because the previous owner did carry it, use it, and did try to remove the original black coating from it. So the blade they have used on them was ATS-34. Those of you who know, ATS-34 is a Japanese equivalent of the 154 cm, which is the blade steel that Benchmade did use for a long time on their previous models, and also Emerson still does use on his knives currently. So the story goes that the ATS-34 has the same makeup, and was less expensive, so companies did use it more frequently than in the productions of their knives than 154 cm. But then of course, as the production goes, everything is getting cheaper, volume is ramping up, and nowadays you don't see this steel anymore. And the maker was Hitachi, of course. Okay, so on the scales we have G10 with titanium liners, a partial plastic backspacer. I don't know why they didn't go with G10, but it is what it is. Lock on this one is a liner lock, like the original one also from Emerson does have. And we have nylon washers, two, one small and one large on the other side. The American Tanto blade has a chisel ground profile, and on the backside it features Emerson Spec war model CQC7. And the other side we have only the old Balisong Benchmade logo right there. Yeah, I hope you can see it right there because it is polished out. So as you can see, this knife was used and polished and reprofiled. Here you can see the original black coating. Let me try to close it so you can see the black. Color of the original surface finish. Okay, so the pocket clip, it has the standard Benchmade pocket clip that is still in usage at this point in time. It is medium to stiff tension, and we have looks like Torx screws. Yeah. Still, after almost 30 years, there is a little bit of stick, which titanium and steel can have, but this was a well-maintained knife, because as you can see there, the liner is still at around 60%. So the original version had no wave feature back then, so there is also none here. As far as variants go, there was a bead-blasted finish with a partial serrated blade, a full plain blade, then the black one, and also a partial full plain blade. There was also series with H&K logos on the front part of the blade. Maybe also some others that I did not find on the internet. Okay, so now let me show you the comparisons between my original CQC7 from Emerson. And I don't know exactly when they stopped to producing these, but the Emerson factory did start in 97, 98, so maybe somewhere in 2000 was the probably last knife that was sold through Benchmade. Okay, also one of my previous one. This is the auto access. This is the 5. Let me check it. 550. I cannot see it right. So yeah, 5300. So this is a auto access. Basically it opens. So this was one of my stand-ins for the CQC7 before I got obviously more into the Emerson knives. And of course one of my favorite, the 710, my favorite tactical knives. Unfortunately also out of the production. And let's put in also one of my old favorites, the small Deja Vu, a beautiful bubblegum design. Okay, so the 970 is probably, we can talk about also Strider knives, in which this is the SNG model, in which they also have a few variants collaborated with bug knives. So I don't know what did happen between those two and why the collaboration stopped, but like the CQC7 with Benchmade, also the bug collaboration with Strider did end abruptly. In my opinion, this was one of the best production items you could get or hands on if you don't have the money to get the real one. Obviously nowadays we have lots of possibilities to get similar knives. I don't want to speak about all the controversy about the clones and copies and so on, but I will touch a little bit in the later parts of the series, in which I will talk about the different variants that are or were available in the past that resembles this knife right here. Okay, as far as weight goes, this is 118 grams or 4.1 ounces, made in USA, of course. So now let's see a few size comparisons. So here's the paramilitary 2. Paramilitary 1, sorry, 3. Full size Griptilian from Benchmade. CGRB Feldspar. Petrified Fish 949 Warrior. Benchmade Bug Out. The Civil Elementum. QSP Penguin. Bucksprint Pro. Red Model 1. Kaiser Bergleiter 2. Spyderco Delica. Spyderco Endura. $940 from Benchmade. Ace Ground from Giant Mouse. Rough Rider Peanut, and the Cape Dozier Folding Hunter. Okay, so I must say that it really took some time to get my hands on these. If you still want one and search for it, probably the best place is go on eBay. Sometimes they're popping out for a good price, sometimes for a unreasonable price. So you are, if you are ready to pay from around $300 to $500, you can definitely score almost a new in box one, because I don't know how many of them were made, but definitely still have some collectors have them some on their shelves, and as time goes on, they are willing to part with them. Maybe they don't want them anymore, or they need the money. So if you are looking for one, then check it out. Also, quite a few forums who facilitate auctions and also direct selling, like the Blade forums. Check them out, and you can score one. As far as problematic situations with this knife, when I was carrying it, only one thing that comes to my mind, and that is the since this is a over 20-year-old knife, back then this was the preferred choice of carry. So tip down, there was no milling on the other side, and therefore if you are a right-handed user and you have it in your right side pocket, if you are reaching inside, you will definitely scrape your hand on this sharp jimping. This jimping sticks out and it is sharp, so please be careful. Probably if possible, if you would like to carry this one, maybe not, then keep that in mind, or just have somebody to drill a tip-up carry position for your pocket clip. But to have it yeah, right here. The new ones have a much finer, much rounder finishing on them, so you can see if there was a option to carry it tip down, you will definitely not scrape your hand too much by reaching into the pocket. So I forgot to show you the pocket profile. I apologize, so that we can see what I'm talking about. But you're probably getting. So this is how much it will be sticking out, and when you are reaching in your pocket, then you can see this part here will definitely be irritating your pinky right there. So, but since this is more a overview of the knife than a new product presentation, you will probably probably understand that not a lot of people will be having these issues with this current knife. So if you want the real deal, then of course get yourself on a CQC7 from Emerson, and you will be perfectly fine and have a really beautiful, iconic piece of tactical knife in your pocket. But if you are a hardcore collector of these things, then the 970 Spec War model CQC7 is something you should have in your collection. With that being said, I would like to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'm willing to be able to reply as soon as I can. Stay tuned for more videos about the CQC7s. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'm happy to reply as soon as I can. With that being said, wish you a wonderful day. Hope to see you soon. Bye.